It is. And that's a great way to start off this episode. It can be very difficult to accept that you need to change, but it can also be very simple. And one of the things, a major thing that people can change if they want better results in their life, in as far as being leaner goes, is not thinking with the framework of there's good foods and there's bad foods. For example, I sent out an email today saying burritos can make you fat or they can get you ripped. It's your choice. Typically, people will look at a burrito and be like, oh, that's not good for you because, it's bad. And that means it's going to make you fat. That's not true. I posted the picture, or I put pictures in that email from the time that I got up to 185 pounds, and basically that was me being 40 pounds overweight. And then 6 months later, I was shredded with abs or veins in my abs. And during those 6 months, the bulk of my diet was 3 to 5 burritos every day. The point of that is that it's not the food, it's the quantity of food that you're eating, basically the calories. And this is why I use the framework of the 4 lenses and the food enjoyment matrix, because if you can eat what you want every single day and be lean, why would you not do that? My personal opinion, of course, but to me, it doesn't make any sense to not be lean, because you can do so many more things, provided also you're strong as well. But, the bigger you get, the more difficult it is to engage with life in a variety of different ways. It doesn't mean that it's good or bad or whatever. It's just, if I had a preference, which one would I choose? And obviously you don't need to be lean. In fact, thinking you need to do anything is a problem in and of itself. The only thing that you actually need to do is drink water, eat, evacuate your bowels and your bladder, and breathe. Everything else is a preference. No matter, how imperative it seems, it's a preference. And so my preference is to be as lean as possible all year round. And it's a lot better when you can do that eating the foods that you enjoy. And so for me, that's a lot of burritos, a lot of Mexican food. The main question to ask is am I closing the gap, right? And if I can figure out a way to close the gap while having a pleasant time, an enjoyable time, that's going to last much longer than being miserable, trying to do something. And so, a fact of physics is that calories are going to determine how big you get or how small you get. So if you eat more calories for a long enough time, your weight's going to go up. If you decrease them for a long enough time, your weight's going to go down. Very simple, scientific fact. And, the laws of physics always work. You can observe them over and over. Understanding that fact, then I applied the 4 lenses of fat loss, which I've been talking about a lot. And those are, number 1, is it low calorie density? And if you make your own burrito, you can make it low calorie density. You can control for how much oil or fat is being used to cook the meat. You can take out things that have tons of calories that aren't adding to the enjoyment of it. Number 2 is, does it taste good to me? Number 3, is it convenient? Meaning, is it fast and easy to cook and clean? And then number 4, is it easy to track? The less ingredients, the easier it is to track. If you're making something super complicated and it's very difficult to track because you got like 30 ingredients, you're probably not going to be able to stick with it. And so, that's why I actually started with eating tacos and then I moved to burritos because they were more portable. I like to consider them it's a portable protein delivery system. And so, while most people are out there eating burritos, getting tons of extra calories and putting on more body fat, I, eat burritos and get leaner by the week. And it's all because of a simple, useful, and pleasant framework. That's all. And so, that's actually these types of things is what I'll be teaching in the 25-day Burrito Boy Fat Loss Challenge. If you want details on that, I would send an email to Ranbir at sanjosebarbell.com and I'll send you the details on that. But yeah, it's nothing is good or bad. It's your it's your preference and your choice on what it's going to lead to. So, and that framework applies to everything, business, relationships, etc. So that's it for today, and I'll see you tomorrow.